Welcome back to more Lord of the Rings Online. In the last episode, I was speaking with some elves here in the northern part of Lothlorien, and they have an orc problem on their hands. Looks like there's a bunch of orcs here preparing a siege, and I'm going to start helping out the elves in these watches here. And I did promise that I would look this up in the last episode. So what this is that there are 4 preparation quests that you can do, and I think I get them a little bit later on in Caras Galadhon. So they're repeatable. You can do them over and over, and once server-wide, people have done 600 of those. As you can see, we're at 448 over 600. Then a new quest opens up called the Battle for Lorien, and maybe even a subsequent quest after that. So for right now, I'm just gonna keep questing, and then once I have to worry about it, I'll come back to this and try to push this up to 600 somehow. I don't know how I'm gonna do that, but we'll see. For now, though, let me go do some quests. So lots of things for me to do. I gotta scout some of the camps, I gotta destroy some siege weapons, I gotta destroy some supply crates, I gotta kill some scouts, all sorts of goodies. Just keep moving up. Not sure about these smiths. Let me try to kill one and see what happens. Nothing happened there. Do need to pin down some of these scouts, though. Yeah, that's going to be a problem. This is similar to the Angmar quests, in which the server has to complete a certain amount of them in order for the next one to unlock. Those are quests I'm going to have to go back to. So I'm hoping I don't find myself in a similar situation with the Battle for Lorien here. Wow, this guy resisted twice. What a fool. Alright. I'm hoping to make it to level 70 here pretty soon. Let me climb up into the proper camp. Kill another scout on the way. I am a little bit laggy. Alright, let me see what's going on here. I want to make it towards some of the quest rings. Let me kill some scouts, though. Enemies are getting a little closer to my level. Not bad. I could always use a little bit of experience. I feel like I haven't leveled up in a long time, so I don't mind it. Alright, so got my scout location ready. I have to start putting some oil on this, I think is what I'm doing. Need to soak 9 of these. And I guess there were 2 right next to each other on that one. I just missed that second one. There are some supply crates here as well. So again, the purpose of soaking the lumber here is to make it unusable to build siegecraft. Don't want orcs with catapults now, do we? No, most certainly not. It would not be good for anybody. Except maybe for the orcs themselves, but why do I care what they think? Need 3 more crates. Let me head up north a little bit. And I guess over towards the green circle here. Yeah, let me head over here. I'm not sure what is here. What it's trying to point me to. I'm assuming crates. There's a few more, it looks like. One final one. Let me pull up my quests, make sure that I got everything I can. So for example, let me get rid of that. And then let me put this here. Well, I guess this is kind of like a meta quest. So I think I'm alright for now. Need to scout a few more locations. Looks like they're to the north. I think this is an interesting area because you can see all the trees have been chopped down, and that really helps to highlight the conflict between the orcs and the elves here. Elves have been living in these woods for thousands of years and are really in tune with nature, and then the orcs just move in and start chopping everything down. So, sorry, I got really dry there. I don't know if you guys get dry when you're talking too much and then your voice does weird things. It's the best way I can explain it. Just makes me feel dry. Anyways, that's enough rambling. Looks like I need to scout this last little camp here. There we go. Need to find a few more scouts to kill. That guy's gonna aggro on me, that's okay. Need 2 more scouts. I'm lagging. Sorry. One more scout ought to do it. Let me see. Let me kind of head south. Kill this last one. And I got one final pit stop to make before heading back to turn all of these in. And that's to scout a few more locations here. Here's one camp. And let's see where the other one is. All the way up there, looks like, to the west. Alright. So now I got a ton of quests to turn in. Good times. Good times are ahead. Except this Mordor just destroyed my pony. Look at that hammer. God, man. Imagine if that thing was chasing after you in real life. Alright, back to my elf friends. There's gonna be multiple waves of quests in here, I believe. So I did a few things like scouting, and then they're probably gonna send me on more quests to kill orcs and do a few other tasks, so I fully expect to be going back and forth between these elves and the orc camps several times. Man, I'm really lagging. It's alright though.
There is little comfort left beneath the eaves of the Golden Wood.
You have finished your patrol? That is well. Of the southern camps, only Bog-Modhul and Nazgûl pose any significant threat. You should speak with Bahaneth regarding your findings.
There is little comfort left beneath the eaves of the Golden Wood.
Ah, you have returned. Tell me, are the scouts' number reduced?
Be wary, traveler. Orcs have come down from the mountains.
Excellent. These parts were for the construction and repair of siege weapons. The orcs shall have to make do without them, thanks to your efforts. You also dealt with their supplies of lumber, that as well.
The Lord and Lady have need of your services.
The orcs may not be the most powerful of foes, but they are numerous, determined, and some among their number are dangerously clever in the ways of siegecraft, particularly when they are crafting designs supplied by the enemy himself. You have stolen away many of the parts they had hoped to use in the construction of cunning engines of war, but some remain, and even without them their smiths will strive to build more primitive, but still quite lethal weapons. I would like to see most of those orcs defeated, for without them their soldiers have no real hope of infiltrating the defenses of our forest.
The free peoples muster their strength, but so too do the allies of Mordor.
Our scouts report a particularly large, loud orc by the name of Targrot, who commands many of the orcs in Fanuidhol. He is a breeding fool by all accounts, but dangerous nonetheless, particularly due to the huge troll who acts as his bodyguard. Nevertheless, pride goes before a fall, as they say, and I suspect that his pride is indeed his greatest weakness. If you were to mock him before his followers, he may well lose his composure and make a deadly mistake. This orc can be found northwest reaches of Fanuidhol, in the encampment of Nardur. Interesting. Now I can't remember what these barterers give me.
Sweet light, Rondir.
Just junk. And then this guy.
What news from abroad?
Let's see what this warden shield is like. Not as good as mine. Okay. Nothing too exciting for now. Let's go to the other encampments. All the way up there. I kind of like these platforms on the outskirts of the woods that serve as protection. I think it's interesting.
Servants of the enemy cannot pass the bounds of Lorien.
You have completed your patrol? Drumahul is a strong encampment and supplies the orcs with wood for their siege engines, and Nardur is the chief encampment. You should return to Bahaneth at once with this news. I guess I should have started here.
A shadow falls beyond Lothlorien, against which we must be prepared.
So, if you remember, I've already done this quest. This is a repeatable quest to kill the 30 orcs or whatever in the siege. I did that the last episode, so I'm not going to be repeating that. Actually, let me head back here real quick. because it's probably going to open up more quests.
Servants of the enemy cannot pass the bounds of Lorien.
So you have completed your patrol, Kippen. Out of all the orc camps in Fanuidhol, only 4 seem to pose any significant threat. Bog Malforlug, Mokras Gundul, Drumdahul, and Nardurstaz. You should speak again with the March Wardens here in Fanuidhol and at Gwylith. They will undoubtedly have tasks for you. See, I knew this would open up more stuff.
Will you aid the Galathrine?
Kippen, I fear that Mazog's forces are growing too strong. While they may not be able to pierce the defenses the Lady Galadriel has placed upon the Golden Wood, they may keep us at bay, unable to march against the Shadow. It is up to us, then, to make certain that they remain weakened. Every day more orcs pour forth from Moria to reinforce their assault force. I need you to enter the encampment of Bog Malflug and defeat any enemies you find there. Bog Malflug lies to the west and a little north of here. When you have done the deed, return to me.
The Lord and Lady have need of your services.
Mokras Gundul is the largest of the orc encampments in the southern reaches of Fanuidhol. It is vital that we eliminate the threats this camp imposes upon Lothlorien. Travel there, Kippen, and deal with any foes you find. Do not expect this encampment to be as easy to defeat as their smaller encampments such as Gaspush. Mokras Gundul lies to the north of here. Return to me when you have completed this task.
The shadow of Karathras and the darkness beneath looms over the Golden Wood.
Ho there, Kippen. I have a challenge for you. You have journeyed into Fanuidhol and know what dangers we face in the orcs of Moria. If we strike fear into their hearts, that threat may be lessened. What I would have you do is enter the camp of Bog Malflug and burn the standard of the orcs there. With their banner in ashes, they will know that we are strong enough to defy them. Bog Malflug lies to the west and a little north of here. Be wary though, for I do not doubt that the camp is championed by a powerful orc or other creature. If the champion arrives, defeat him as well. When you have done this deed, return to me.
The free peoples muster their strength, but so too do the allies of Mordor.
The orcs at Mokras Gundul must be shown that we are stronger than they. To accomplish this, I would have you enter the encampment and burn their banner down before them. This act will no doubt attract the attention of the champion of Mokras Gundul. If so, you should dispose of the creature with due haste. Mokras Gundul lies to the north of here. When you have done this deed, return to me. There's lots of orcs to kill between these two camps. Oh, this guy has a quest too, didn't even see it.
Tarry a moment and speak with me.
Kippen, many Galadriel have fallen in battle here at the eaves of Lothlorien. The accursed orcs of Moria have taken trophies of their victims, items belonging to elves who fell. Would you journey to Bog Malflug, one of the orc encampments in Fanuidhol, and see if you can recover any of these items? It would be a pity if the orcs defiled them, though it is likely they have already done so. Bog Malflug lies to the west and a little north of here. Anything you can bring back will be greatly appreciated.
The Lord and Lady have need of your services.
This is not acceptable, Kippen. The orcs of Moria have defiled the bodies of our gallant defenders who have fallen and taken away trophies. Those stolen belongings must be recovered. Go to Mokras Gundul, one of the orc camps in Fanuidhol, and recover any of these stolen items that you can find. They belong to the families left behind. Mokras Gundul lies to the north of here. Anything you can bring back will be greatly appreciated. Alright. Let's see, which way is the other platform again? I think this way. Try to look up into the trees. There you go.
A shadow falls beyond Lothlorien, against which we must be prepared.
Kippen, I have a vital task for you. Drumdahul is a lumber camp used by the orcs of Moria to prepare their siege engines. We need to remove this threat from the borders of Lothlorien. Go to Drumdahul and defeat any enemies you find there. This encampment is one of the largest in Fanuidhol and should not be approached lightly. The encampment lies to the northwest beyond Gologrok and Gospush. Return to me when you have succeeded.
The Galadrim will need your aid.
Nardur Stazg is the chief encampment of the Orcs of Moria in the northern reaches of Fanuidhol. It is a dangerous task, but I must ask you to enter Nardur Stazg and defeat any enemies you find there. This encampment is a danger to all who dwell upon the eastern side of the Misty Mountains. The threat must be put to rest. Nardur Stazg lies to the northwest of here. When you have defeated the enemy there, return to me.
Tarry a moment and speak with me.
Many Galadrim have fallen to the blades of Mazog's orcs, Kippen. The orcs have spirited away many items belonging to those elves as trophies, and we wish them returned to us. Will you travel to the lumber camp of Drumadhol and search for any of those stolen belongings? The encampment is large and surely well guarded, but I am confident in your abilities. Drumadhol lies to the northwest of here. Recover what you can and bring it to me, and you will be rewarded.
Tarry a moment and speak with me.
The Orcs of Moria have stolen many beloved items from the bodies of those who have fallen defending Lothlorien from their assaults. I doubt not that many of them have been defiled or destroyed, but there must be some which we can recover and bring back to the families of the lost. Nardur Stazg is the chief encampment of the Orcs in Fanuidhol, and the most dangerous to attack. But would you go there and recover what you may? I am sure of the finest trophies have been sent there. Nardur Stazg lies to the northwest of here. Bring back any stolen belongings you find, and you will be rewarded.
The Lord and Lady have need of your services.
Kippen, it is grim to see the banners of orcs flying in Fanuidhol. They have come too close to our borders and must be taught that these lands belong to the Galadrim. Enter the lumber camp in Drumadhol and burn the orc banner which flies there. That should show them that we have no fear, and should the champion of Drumadhol arrive, deal with him as well. Drumadhol lies to the northwest of here. When you have done this deed, return to me.
Will you aid the Galadrim?
There are many foul orcs at Nardur Stazg, and many of their most powerful champions. This encampment serves as chief stronghold for Mazog's orcs in Fanuidhol, and we should strike a blow to their collective spirit as if we were to put it to shame. I would have you enter Nardur Stazg and burn their banner. To have their standard put to the torch will enrage them, but it will also cause them some pause. You may perhaps encounter the champion of Nardur Stazg. If so, defeat him as well. Nardur Stazg lies to the northwest of here. Return to me when the deed is done.
The Lord and Lady have need of your services.
And this is the skirmish quest that I've already done. The repeatable. Alright, so I got like 1,000,000 quests to do in the orc encampments, and I think I'm going to cut this episode a little bit short. That way I can do everything together in the next episode. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you on the next episode.